Good morning, Leos. Welcome back to Tarot with Kat. I'm Kat, and it's Monday, December 1st. This will be the weekly tarot reading for Leos for the week of December 1st through December 8th. I want to encourage you to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. Let's start to get right to the reading. Okay, so a few days ago, Saturn went back direct, which is, she's been in retrograde forever. But also, we had these other planets all in retrograde, but now they have entered into this grand water trine that has, I don't think it's ever happened in human history, but definitely not in our lifetime. And it's it's the kind of thing planetarily, I guess, that astrologists hope to witness at least once in their life, kind of a deal. As opposed to other stuff which happens all the time, like Mercury in retrograde, which we've all experienced. Big deal. That happens, every other Tuesday with Mercury. It's a small, quick planet. It's often in retrograde. It causes, a little bit of havoc, but like energetically speaking, nothing compared to what's happening right now with this grand water trine. And that's especially going to affect water signs super a lot. So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are really going to be affected, but we all are. We all are going to be very much affected. So let's see what the tarot has to say for you this week, Leo. Also, this is going to be, I'm going to try to make it a quick reading, and I have changed up my decks for a change. I've been using the same decks since I started the channel, and then I did a Thanksgiving video where I took out a bunch of my different decks, and I decided I was going to change things up. So today we're using the traditional Rider-Waite deck, description, and the link in the description. Traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. This one I've had for 20 plus years. This is probably the deck that I've owned the longest of all my tarot decks. So anyway, I've already meditated and shuffled over these cards. This will be the reading for Leos for the week of December 1st. Let me ring our bell. I've got to start out properly and clear the energy here. This is going to be the reading for Leos for the week of December 1st through December 8th. Forgive my pup up there. He's upstairs alone and he's so needy. Hungarian Wisla. I love him to death, but yeah, I'll be right up there after this reading to check on him. All right, I'm going to give it one last little shuffle here, Leo. And this is going to be Leo. You are coming up, Leo, as a 9 of Wands this week. Leo is representing you. You're being crossed as your challenge, obstacle, or awareness by a 6 of Cups. You're down here below in your subconscious tool shed, more Wands, 7 of Wands. Stepping out of your immediate past, Leo, more Wands, a 2 of Wands, lots of fire, lots of Wands going on. In your crown here, in your ideal, is a 6 of Swords, okay? Stepping into your immediate future in mid-December, beautiful Empress card. That's beautiful. Then you and your environment this week, Leo, are feeling like a Page of Pentacles, okay? Your environment around you, look at that beautiful 6 of Pentacles. I love the 6 of Pentacles. You've also crossed by the 6 of Cups, and you've got the 6 of Swords above you. Wow. Okay, so strong on the 6 there. We're in our hopes and fears category here is the Moon. Okay, and then final potential outcome, beautiful Queen of Pentacles. What a beautiful spread, Leo. Very gorgeous spread this week. Okay, we'll pull one more card like we usually do, only I've swapped out the decks now. I'm not using my holographic deck. I am using a fairly new deck that I've only used a couple times, and I want to try it out. It's called the Arcanum. It has the tarot combined with like oracle along with the tarot on the card, and it really matters whether it's right side up or reverse. So I shuffled these very deliberately before this reading, where I turned half upside down, so they would randomly come up upright or reversed. And this will be further clarification or confirmation of this reading, and we'll keep it hidden until the end of this reading, I'll put a link to this deck in the description to this video. In fact, I'll have to be putting links to all of the different tarot decks and decks that I use. Okay. Whoa. All right. So this week, Leo, you're coming up with this 9 of Wands. I have a feeling you're feeling pretty exhausted. I feel like you've been dealing with a lot of stuff. Well, obviously, down here in your subconscious, you got a 7 of Wands. So you are tired. You've been doing a lot. You're there. You're showing up. You are on the job. You're standing watch. You're not giving up. But you are feeling, maybe by this time, a little bit bedraggled, a little worn out. It's the card of Exhaustion is representing you this week, Leo. So crossing you is challenge, obstacle, or awareness. I believe for sure it's an awareness. It is our first 6 of many 6s in your spread. So let's talk about the number 6. I like 6. 6 is a number of small successes and celebrations. Not that small. It's triumphs. It's not the end. It's battles won. It's not winning the war yet. But and they're coming back into balance after the 5s. Okay, 5s are very off-putting and loss and negative energy. Generally those 5s. And 6s are bringing it back into balance, back into focus, and tipping the scales energetically from like sort of that negative pull to a more positive pull. So I love the number 6, and you've got lots of them in your reading, and you're being crossed with your awareness of this 6 of Cups, which is love. It's familial love. It's get-togethers. It's reunions. Not surprising, as we're in the holiday season, lots of different holidays, no matter what your religion, you know, we've got a lot of different, around the same time of year, a lot of different like family love get-togethers and things like that. So that's what this card is. It's that kind of love, but it's more of almost like a familial love for you to be aware of. You're bringing with you in your subconscious this 7 of Wands, this battling, this bad things coming at you from all different angles, maybe not even seeing where they're coming from, and having to fight them off, and having to keep pressing on. That's the 7. It's associated with the Chariot. So having to continue to fight this stuff, no wonder you're feeling like the 9 of Wands, right? This is what you've been having to do, because you're bringing this with you in your subconscious as part of you. Gotta shed that energy. So because you're stepping out of this 2 of Wands situation in your recent past. So November, like I see, travel, 2 of Wands, generally represents like a fork in the road. It often represents a move that you're making, travel plans, trips. So yeah, you're looking out and looking at the world and saying, okay, where to next? Where does my journey take me next? And that's what you've been looking at in the recent past. And following your passions. Wands are about following your passions. Here we come to our next 6 in your crown as your ideal. In your crown here is this 6 of Swords. So swords are all about your thoughts, ideas, and so and this is in your crown. It's important to realize now that you are getting through, you're getting past all the trouble. You've got these 6 swords in the boat with you, but a ferryman is taking you across all this water. So yes, while swords are, here we are in this grand water trine, while swords are air, this card is associated with a lot of water. There's all this water in this card as well, and so, which is healing and love and connection and intuition. And so this card is telling you to be mindful and knowledgeable of the fact that you are now getting through the trouble, and you're not alone. You're being ferried across, and things are okay, and there's happiness across the way there. So you're getting through it, and it's important for you to focus there on that, okay? So that you shed off this 7 of Wands exhaustion kind of stuff. Yeah, yes. So because look, in mid-December, you're stepping into the Empress, the 3rd major arcana. She's beautiful. She is manifestation. She is fertility. She's ideas being grown and incubated and coming to life. She's bringing life. She is, and things are happening, but you don't see them yet. She's pregnant, the Empress, and there's all these other symbols of fertility, and again, water in the card. There's a waterfall flowing behind her, and there's all kinds of other symbology in here. She's also, a lot of yellow in the card, happiness, action. So there's things going on. And look at all the wheat. She's got all this wheat growing. So this is like, the seed has been planted in the soil and it's already got roots and there's all this stuff happening, but from the outer world still, it may just look like a patch of dirt still, but it's like right on the verge of coming through. So that's exciting. That's, then you in your environment, Leo, this week are feeling like a page of pentacles energy. So pentacles have to do with health, wealth, finances, like your career. And if you're feeling the page, I feel like you're feeling like you need to, you're the apprentice. You're like having to learn stuff. You're kind of, you know, there's, you're trying to get better at your trade, and you're feeling kind of like a novice, kind of like, yeah, is how you're going to be feeling in your environment. But look at your beautiful environment is giving you yet another 6, your third 6, which is very common, which is great energy of bringing things back into balance. The 6 of Pentacles is beautiful because this is all about giving back. It's charity. It's being flush enough and doing well enough that you're being able to help other people and give back to other people and leave that extra tip that made the waiter's day or whatever, you know. It's a beautiful card because, again, energetically speaking, if you understand the energy of the tarot, the Kabbalah, the universe, in order to receive, you have to give. You have to be giving. And so this is a beautiful card of finally reaching that point where you're giving, which means you're also starting the flow of receiving, which is beautiful. That's going to be going on in your environment this week, this first week of December, Leo. Your hopes and fears, I believe it's I'm sure it's a fear, but you shouldn't fear it, is this Moon card, another major arcana, but it means paths unseen, unknown, uncertain. You don't know what's lurking. It can be kind of scary. It can be a card of having fear. It's got this eclipse. You're passing through these 2 towers. You've got to trust your intuition. Again, lots of water in this card. Not surprising that you're fearing this right now because we're going through all of these major changes in our life. So we can't see what's on. We're not supposed to be able to see what's on the other side of the portal, what it actually looks like, how it's actually going to happen and come about. We don't know. And so that's the moon. So don't fear it. It's so expected that we would get a moon at a time like this, and that's actually kind of cool. Because when you can see clearly what's coming, you're probably not on the precipice of some big change. Anyway, interesting. Beautiful final outcome, another pentacle. Queen of Pentacles, which is just somebody who's in charge of her health, wealth, finance realm, but also nurturing of the past and like healing bad habits that we had in the past. The Queen is like, she heals those, she fixes those. She's like, okay, we learned that lesson. Now what do we need to do to be more financially savvy moving forward? The Queen does that. The Queen has that energy, and that's your potential outcome, Leo. So it's beautiful. Lots of pentacles and wands and cups. It's gorgeous. Very few swords. A beautiful 6 of swords, meaning it's over and you're getting through it all in your crown. So remember that. That's why it's in your crown. You got to remember that. That's very important. What could our confirmation card be, Leo? Gosh, I don't know. Maybe more about following up with these, the 6s that we're getting through this. Not to be afraid of the moon. Trust your intuition. Maybe an Empress, something like that. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, and this is the newer deck that I've swapped out, the Arcanum. So I'm so curious. Not even sure how to flip this over. I guess what will be. And we get Temperance, and it's right. So right side up, she's Temperance. So beautiful. Okay, I love Temperance. So Temperance. So it's the Temperance card, which is just keeping things balanced, making sure to trust your intuition and keep that balanced flow of things. It's a beautiful card. And we got her right side up, so yay. She's also, okay, so right side up. Yeah, integration, adaptability, alchemy, being able to adapt, being able to keep the flow. Beautiful. That's, just keep that in mind. Just keep that temperance. And I'm glad that she was right side up. That's beautiful. Ups reversed, it just means to have moderation. But I think it's just keep the flow going and trust your intuition, and you're going to be solid, Leo. Thank you for being here this week for your reading. I really appreciate it. If you haven't done so yet, hit that thumbs up, like button. It really helps my channel. Hit subscribe. My first 500 are getting a free membership with extended reads. We'll do I Ching and all kinds of fun stuff here. See you back next week, Leo.